Okay, today is November 5th, 2016. We're in Phoenix, Arizona, and we are going to do a exterior walkthrough of this 1983 Ford Bronco project that I've had for a few months now, since February, I guess. So it's been about 9 months. Unfortunately, I realized that I do not have the time to keep working on it, so I would just like to sell this vehicle. So it is definitely a project. It definitely needs paint. It definitely needs body work. If you look closely here, you will see that the clear coat is peeling in many places. So I'll try to kind of show it as much as I can. And it's peeling there. The hood does, that not only is that missing paint, but there would need to be a very minimal amount of body work there. Same thing here and here. There's a couple, as if something was dropped on there. It does have a aftermarket billet grill. To be completely perfect, it would have to be lined up a little bit better here. It does have a never mind, I was going to say it's a new front bumper, but it is not. There is a little rust spot down here where the chrome has chipped away. Bumper probably needs to be adjusted a little bit. It's not perfectly straight. The headlights and these corner lights, this light and this light, these are newer. They're about probably a little bit over a year old. Same thing with here and here. These, I'm not sure if they're new, but it looks like they've been tinted or darkened. I think these were bought new off of LMC trucks, so these are about a year old as well. This is a Bronco XLT Lariat. You'll notice here the trim along the entire side of the truck is missing. Here's what it is supposed to look like. But it is completely missing it on the entire driver's side. The door here has a pretty substantial dent. I'm going to try to see if I can capture that, but someone backed into this Bronco here. As a result of that, the window does not stay up on its own, and when I say it doesn't stay up on its own, when you go over a speed bump, the window drops. So there is a way, if you really close it tight, where it does not start opening by itself, but this is the kind of truck, out here you're driving around with the windows down anyways. These mirrors are off LMC truck. They're also about a year old. And that's what I'm talking about. See, the window just kind of dropped on its own. Here is the label, April 1983. The clear coat is peeling on the roof as well. It does have this top, and the top was professionally installed. Some scratches right here. It was professionally installed, so it doesn't leak or anything like that. However, back here, just from age, it has started to rip, and as a result of that, it's difficult to get a perfect seal on the back here. So usually what I end up doing is I actually roll this up, and that way I just have a wind tunnel in there. So again, the trim is missing over here. Tail lights are brand new. Brand new tail lights. Again, you got the clear coat peeling all along the tailgate. You got a little dent in this chrome piece here and in the tailgate here. The lights and everything does work on this truck. So headlights, blinkers, reverse, everything does work. So all of that has been gone through. It also has this hitch here, and I don't have a key for this, so this would require a locksmith to get this out in case you ever wanted to remove this ball here. Again, paint peeling right here. So basically the truck would need body work and paint all around. Basically, I'm going to try to capture as much of it as I can. Again, you got the peeling clear coat all along the side here. You got some kind of a dent here. The truck, with the exception of these surface scratches that must have been around for a while, does not have rust. It's been an Arizona truck its entire life. This side obviously looks much better with the trim piece, and this trim piece can be bought on lmctruck.com for the other side. Over here again, scratch down to the metal, scratch down to the metal. This seal for the windshield is not perfectly snug. Not sure what it would take to fix that. The window, as of right now, I haven't had a chance to fix it. This window was working up until a day ago, and these are not powered, these are cranks, but this went off track, so somebody would need to go in there and see if you can get it on track. Something I'll maybe get around to, but I've kind of decided I no longer want the project, so I would like to ideally sell it as is. Chrome exhaust tip, nothing major here, but that was added on probably 1 to 2 years ago. These tires are 2 to 3 years old, but they probably have about 2,000 miles on them. Same thing with the rims bought on LMC Truck. Those are about 2 years old probably, I would guess, but they were bought new and have about 3,000 miles on them. These Weston step bars are also newer, about 2 years old, and those are on both sides. The four-wheel drive does work. It engages properly. Everything works properly there. And I will do just one more walk around here. The rear window does work. You don't want to lift it up though, unless you got the original roof on, because the original roof has guides. Otherwise the window, if you roll it up too high, it'll just kind of fall out of place. So, but that does work. As of the making of this video, the folks I bought this truck from sold it to me with the soft top and the original roof. Shortly after I bought the truck, I broke my phone. I never saved their contact info. I just, I was text messaging with them, and I never got around to picking up the roof. So as of right now, the truck does not come with the original roof, but I'll update the notes in the video if I just have to drive over there. They're about 30 minutes away from where I live. Just haven't had the time. I'll drive over there and see if that roof is still available, if they'll, give it to me, or if they've already gotten rid of it. But yeah, so here it is. The truck has all new suspension. It's all stock, new coils, new shocks. Every single rubber bushing was replaced, tie rod ends, ball joints, everything was replaced. So it actually drives pretty straight. And that's going to be the next video I make, is actually going to be a test drive of the truck, and I'll try to get that posted shortly. In addition to the all new suspension, all the bushings and everything, it has a new electric cooling fan, which was, I want to say, about $300 on Summit Racing. It has high amp, I want to say it was 140 amp, or I forget the exact amp. I'll put that in my listing, but it's got about a $200 alternator in it. New water pump, new gaskets. At this point, this truck, even though you could tell there's some seepage from the rear main seal and possibly a couple of other places, having it parked in my garage, it does not leave any oil on the ground. So even though there's still probably a few gaskets that need to be gone through, it does not actually leak a substantial amount of oil. All right, so that concludes the video walkthrough, 1983 Ford Bronco. And thanks for watching.